Welcome back to Houston Newsmakers, where I'm joined now by Carol Gass, the chair of the Greater Houston Black Chamber, and Carrie Yates, who is the director of the Emancipation Economic Development Council, honorary chair of this year's 25th Annual Pinnacle Awards, and was, in fact, one of the founders of that. So thank you both for being here.
Thank you for having us.
Good morning, Kimbrell.
Good morning. So for those who may not know what the Black Chamber does, what is the function and role of the Black Chamber?
The Black Chamber is a gathering of businesses in the African American community and their supporters. So what we do is advocate on behalf of those businesses as far as policy is concerned that affects the way that they do business. We also bring awareness, which is what our Pinnacle Awards is about, to let the community know that we have viable businesses that are ready to work.
Black Chamber's been around for a long time, which indicates that there's been a need for a long time for something a little bit different and maybe a little bit additional for black businesses. What is that?
Well, in 1935, when we were established, of course, there was segregation, there was rampant racism, and so the group of individuals that decided to found the chamber said, let's work together to see what we can do in our community to uphold our businesses, although we may not have the opportunity in the mainstream world. But those issues are still pervasive. And so what we do as a chamber, the reason why we exist, is we recognize those special situations that our businesses have, and we try to advocate around those things to help our businesses grow.
Carrie, how did you get involved? How long have you been involved with it, and what have you been able to see in terms of the positive impacts from this organization?
Well, I've been involved with the, it was called the Houston Citizens Chamber at first, now the Greater Houston Black Chamber, for probably about 35 to 40 years, and just proud to be one of the original founders of the African American Business Achievement Awards, called the Pinnacle Awards right now. Also, my wife and I, Clarice, are so honored to be honorary chairs for this year's Pinnacle Awards. Started 25 years ago. I was 37 years old, so you can do the math and let
You're
you know
old.
a lot. but it was Pinnacle Awards were actually created. You can't speak of the Pinnacle Awards without speaking about two people. One is Gilbert Hicks IV. Gilbert Hicks is deceased right now. He was a Vietnam vet. He was one of the greatest business bankers that you would ever want to see. It was his creativity, his vision to start the Pinnacle Awards. The second person was Al Calloway. Al Calloway graduated from Wheatley High School, went on to be a JP, Houston City Councilman, Mayor Pro Tem, and there was then little Carrie Yates, who was the junior banker who put together the community piece of the Pinnacle Awards.
And so what is the goal? What the people who are honored with that, what is the criteria for someone to be nominated and then selected for a Pinnacle?
When we originally started the Pinnacle Awards, it was a couple of different things. Number one, we did not want it to just be based upon revenues and income and things of that nature. You also had to be involved in the community. That was a huge piece of it, Cam, and Carol knows that. So you cannot win a Pinnacle Award with just, of course, it takes money to stay in business, but we also wanted you to have an active life in Houston's community. So those were the goals. We also wanted those young kids from Prairie View, from Texas Southern University, not to exclude Rice, UT, or A&M, to say, I want to be a Pinnacle Award winner one day. We took the Black Enterprise 100, and Gilbert Hicks said, we want to duplicate, emulate something similar to the Black Enterprise 100, bring it to Houston, and call it the Pinnacle Awards. And so was birthed the Pinnacle Awards some 25 years ago.
So, Carol, what is your hope in terms of how it impacts other people who might be considering even getting into business and being a part of your organization and seeing the Pinnacle Awards maybe as inspiration for what they can do going forward?
Right. We want as many businesses as possible to see the success of these businesses. That's part of our motto, the awareness piece. And so other businesses can look and see, well, that chamber can support me in my endeavors. Maybe they can help us, which we do, help these other Pinnacle Award winners. We've helped them, maybe they can help me. So that's what we want outside businesses to see, and we're open to all. So we exist to help businesses grow, mature, expand. We help them with hiring practices. We provide training. So that's what we want to do for businesses that are outside of the chamber.
And the big event's coming up, the Pinnacle Awards. When is the event? What is the cost? And what are the proceeds going to be used for?
So the event is Saturday, October 19th. The proceeds go toward programming, for the chamber and support our efforts. So all the training that I just previously discussed, getting us opportunities to meet with different corporations to facilitate business with our members. The proceeds go toward that, helping us to continue our mission of access, advocacy, and awareness.
And what's the cost to be involved?
The cost for members, which is a great reason for people to join, is $250.
Yes.
And for non-members, it's $350.
Okay.
And so tickets can be purchased at www.ghbcc.com/Pinnacles.
I'm going to put it on our website. You can make sure we got all that information. The date's coming up here pretty quickly here, so get ready to get there and be involved. Marriott Marquis is the location.
Yes.
It's going to be a fun night.
It's going to be a great night.
I see a lot
black tie? Is it black tie?
Yes.
A lot going
it's
on.
formal.
So you get to dress up. That's good. Good luck with the event. Thank you both for coming.
Thank you for having us.
Appreciate all
Thank
you
you.
do.
Thank you, Kimber.